We're live.
Alright, let's go.
Are we in the group? Right, let's double check that because it might be.
No, that's what I turned on the mic.
Are we live on my name or in the group? Group. Yeah.
Nobody's watching it.
Okay.
Back recording now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this will be on my video.
This will be on the recording.
Please cancel it off. This start again, innit?
Yeah. No, but you got to type it in and all that.
Yeah, go. So this had all the beast.
But now we're going to be on.
Someone's missing. Yeah, everyone's favourite's missing. It's not our
Yeah,
favourite
for
today.
real. What about his timekeeping? Let's talk about that, innit?
It's not the first time. It's not the first time.
No, right, we're running.
Yeah, cool.
That's from Facebook.
Oh, I'm loving that. Hey.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So guys, we've got new gadgets and like.
Yeah, we're trying a little thing today.
Yeah, we get technically speaking.
Alright, cool. Are we ready to kick off the show?
Yeah.
Alright, well let's do this then, innit? Right? Grown-ups men in the building. Yeah, cheers and all that stuff. Today we come to you with another live show. Thank you for joining us. Before we kind of kick into the topics, I want to kind of see who we've actually got inside. Yes, we are missing one. That's quite plain to see. But in the building we have, I'm going to start off to my far right. Man like.
G Banks, what's going on, people? I'm back in the building.
You didn't leave, but yeah.
Man,
Man like the Pan-African, the way United is.
But no pan with the African today.
Not every day that cheeky, but you know,
Ah,
cool.
cool. Say that. What else we got?
Yep, breaks.
Say no
That's
more.
it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, cool.
Clark, Nick, tired.
All right, cool. But we got to get this energy up, though. Obviously, myself, I can't even call the John Cena card no more because I'm live.
Can we actually just say that? Come on, the first time on camera, it's official. It's official. Come on,
You're embarrassing me. But listen, we got to talk about the topics, yeah? Today's topics, first one's a juicy one. We've got religion and relationship restrictions. Guys, we want to find out what you lot feel about this, yeah? So, and the first example that we gave on the post that we've been advertising with is, so what if I don't believe in God and she goes church 5 times a week? I can make it work. But before we even continue, we've got a little latecomer.
Yeah, please. Sorry, someone just
We've got a little latecomer, yeah. We're gonna have to really embarrass him now, yeah, because look,
Yo, big man.
he's coming through.
Yeah, coming
he
on.
doesn't look hot, he doesn't look sweaty, so he hasn't been rushing, right? But the man's in the building. Take your seat, please, man. Come on, let's get this going.
Man like Mr. D.
Yeah, let's welcome Mr. D in the building, yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Words in 1 second, yeah?
Oh, thanks.
Because we're in the
Cheers.
middle right now
Cheers.
of obviously introducing ourselves, right? So what we're gonna do is talk about the topic, yeah? We've introduced ourselves. We ain't got no time for that, yeah? That's gone. That boat's sailed. Yeah,
I'm getting
we're
told
talking.
off, right?
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
We're talking about religion restrictions in a relationship. Who wants to kick this one off, guys? Who's gonna go first? Anyone got any experience?
I'm looking at.
I'm looking at
Everyone's looking at a certain someone, you know?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Alright, so
Yeah.
I ain't gonna talk up, but I'll talk up in it. For me, I don't think it can really work. I'm not saying there are not exceptions where it can work, but generally, if you got a religious person and someone who has no interest in religion, it's not likely to work more time. Obviously, there are exceptions, but for me, if my missus is going to church 5 times a week, or I don't know, that's exaggerating, let's say 3-4 times a week, and I'm not interested in church, then I don't see how we can build together. Like, we're together and she flips out on me and tells me she's gonna become religious and she's gonna not give me no sex and all them kind of things. That for me.
So hold on a minute. I've got to stop you there. So you mentioned obviously the sex word, and we've got to touch on that. So why is that? Is that the most paramount thing within your relationship?
No, it's not, but it's very important. Let's not pretend that it's not, innit? We're not gonna pretend that sex is not important, because sex is important.
But
So
if
if
you're
you're
in a
with
certain religion, it might not be so important.
come on, man, come on. Like, if you're with a girl and everything's going smoothly, I don't know, for 2-3 years, and she flips on you, listen, I'm turning to God, yeah? And when I'm turning to God, that means that we can't have sex until we're married or some really bullshit. Like, I can't work with that.
Don't you think that's a bit selfish though?
From my part.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, but maybe, I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? Wait for the next 3-4 years until I decide to marry you, or I'm forced into marriage. One of the two.
But if you love them, then really you're going to do whatever it takes.
But I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be upset,
and you get over it.
Yeah, but all right, cool. So, are you talking about obviously at the beginning? If you're talking about at the beginning of a relationship, and you're deciding whether to go into something, but what about if you're with somebody?
That's what I'm saying.
And
That's what he's saying.
and-
That's what I'm saying.
All right, cool. So they've made a conscious effort to say, all right, I'm going to follow religion. That's my thing. That's what I'm going to do. They're not forcing you into anything. But
that's what I'm saying. It's a problem all of a sudden.
So what are you going to do? Because what's your alternative? You can say what?
So you're in love now. Like, you're in love. You're committed in this relationship, and now she stops the sex. So right now, it's almost like if you're going to walk away from that relationship, you're saying that relationship, the sex part of that relationship, counts for more than 50%.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. It becomes hard to manage because I'm going to stick it out. Yeah, I love her. I'm sticking it out. At the same time, I'm now unhappy in it. I'm not getting no loving. Yeah, I'm sitting there, and I'm watching her come out the shower. I'm watching her lay next to me, cuddle up with me, and nothing ain't popping off. Like, bro, that's hard work, you know. That's a serious problem.
Shouldn't you be trying to understand the religion part of it rather than focusing on the sex that you're missing?
Okay, listen. I can understand she wants to turn to God, and she can tell me that God's gonna provide for her and all of that. I can get that. But at the same time, that doesn't make it any easier for me to deal with.
I think what we're talking about here is two extremes. Like, if we're talking about the extreme, I think I probably agree with Dwayne. It will be difficult. So you're saying someone who goes to church 5 days a week and someone who doesn't go to church at all has no interest in God. I think that's an extreme. I think if there's a common denominator where I don't know one may have a belief in God and understanding, but not ready to give that commitment to the church, and another person wants to give that commitment to the church, then there is room for negotiation and compromise. And I think that's the essence of this. I guess what I'm saying, I think it can work as long as there's not.
There has to be a compromise.
Too big an extreme.
Well, I've actually, like, someone in my family has this relationship. So,
Okay.
auntie and uncle, my auntie's heavily into her religion. Heavily, has been for 20 plus years now. They've been together since before she decided to go into the religion.
But they're married already.
They were married, yeah.
So it's not really. It don't impact so bad, does it?
No. But at the same time, it's still a change. It's still that shift
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
from what you've been used to something different.
But he hasn't been starved.
He's been used.
Let's face
Well,
it.
you know what? I don't feel that first. I don't know this.
I might have to rock it out for a year or two.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's calm that down.
I don't know their sex life. But what I'm saying is, I've seen him, like, literally. It's only the major events where I think when she got baptized and whatnot, very rare that you'll see him there. But generally, like, man's watching his football on Tuesdays and Thursday nights when she's at church. Do you know what I mean? But I respect they've managed to find a lane which is suitable
For them both.
Yeah, individually and at the same time within that marriage.
Now, I respect that, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, like I said, that is a position where it can work because he's not having to like sacrifice anything.
Yeah, but
So he hasn't. I don't know to everything, yeah. But what I'm saying is he hasn't had to accept. I don't know. Let's say you're not ready for marriage, yeah. You ain't ready for marriage, and it isn't something on your mind. Now she decides that boom, I'm abstaining from sex until we get married, and you're not thinking of marriage. So what? I must rock it out for 3 to 4 years. Blue balls. Nah,
See,
dude, I can't work with that.
you're putting way too much emphasis on sex and
Yeah,
marriage.
exactly.
You're not looking at it as a relationship just based on someone that might be Muslim and someone who's just not into religion at all. I think you're basing way too much on sex and marriage and that circumstance, not necessarily how it would work in general. My thing is that if someone has an extreme belief in anything that is opposite to their partner, it's not going to work, whether it be religion.
Was that point blank? You're saying that's straight. It's just not going to work.
In my opinion, no. Because
Can.
right. So this is my thing.
This is an opinion.
With certain, if your belief in a certain religion is that strong and you are that passionate about something, it's not just a matter of someone going to church on a Sunday or whatever. It's them embracing that as a lifestyle. It incorporates everything that you're about in life. So you have everything that they do. You then have to think about things differently in your everyday life.
So do you have to change? Do you have to change the
And that's what I'm saying. Your partner, it's not a one day thing. You have to embrace that on a daily basis. And if someone has to do that change, you're pretty much changing who you are.
Yeah, no, okay.
And that's when I don't think it can
Let me
work.
take it to the stream because there's been a couple of comments from Lilia. She's actually said, and we was talking earlier on, if you love someone, you'll wait. Yeah, so she's obviously going on the love element.
But
of
it's
that.
hard.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure it is, both physically and mentally. But Lilia has also said you can't sit there and complain if you got into the relationship knowing what to expect.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
very
yeah,
different.
That's a little bit different because at that point I would imagine that.
But
you
he
know,
Yeah, but and generally, sorry, and generally in these situations, I think most people will go into a relationship with the person knowing that they're heavily into religion. In my opinion, it's probably very rare that you go into a relationship where both people aren't really bothered, and then suddenly someone is heavily into it. I think when you go into it, you would know already.
To touch on that, I would say generally you go into a relationship with people with similar ideologies as yourself, not totally the opposite or totally extreme. I'm not saying that there aren't people like that.
People change though.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is like, I'm not gonna get with somebody who is an atheist and doesn't believe in God and has strong opinions against God. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously that doesn't. I can't relate to that whatsoever. So if you're with somebody who's got similar ideologies as yourself, that means basically, all right, you believe in God or you believe that there's a higher being, not necessarily religious and blah blah blah. But then somebody goes and makes that turn to go into religion. It's not as effective. It's not going to affect you, that other person, as much as if that person was of an extreme. Agreed. Do you know what I mean?
No, but to be honest with you, how I see it is that if you've got someone who's really religious and someone who doesn't really care about religion that much, then I think it can work. If you have two people that are very religious and they're from different kind of religions, it won't work.
Yeah,
For the simple fact, because what happens is to base a relationship, to base even a serious relationship with two different core beliefs, it's disaster. The bottom line is you have to understand, even though I do believe that we are all worshipping the same person, I do think that what men has done, he's kind of changed it. So it's like, okay, if you're a Muslim, you can only sleep with you can have as many wives as you want. But if you're Christian, you can only have one wife. It's like, based on these type of things, it's like, how do you then bring up children into a relationship or into a marriage based on that?
Yeah,
That's too much clashing.
That's what I'm saying. That's the extreme. Like one religion, a different religion to your partner. That's extreme, because we all know religion breeds war. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's kind of something deep, but
That's why it's
real talk.
But yeah, so that's an extreme clash there.
Yeah.
I think you guys are looking at it as too much of a negative. I think going back to what you were saying, Darren, about your aunt and uncle. I don't think there's. I think for me it should be where if your partner or your wife wants to go to that realm where they start going to church, why don't you support that? Because it isn't a negative thing that she's going into. Why would you not support it rather than just distance yourself from it and continue to do your own thing? I think for me, if my woman's trying to do something that she feels is, I guess, benefiting her or progressing her, uplifting her, I have to support that as a husband. Even if I don't really agree, I've got to support it.
I know, but her core beliefs are different to you, so that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. But I'm saying if it's extreme, then we probably never.
But it's not even extreme. Even if you're Muslim and you're Christian, for example, that's not extreme. That's like that can happen.
It's life,
that's
yeah.
life. And the fact is that.
Well, you talk about if I convert to Islam, say if I'm being a Christian.
No, well, I don't. First of all, I don't believe you should ever convert to a religion just for a relationship. I know
That's
many
interesting.
people do.
So you're saying that no one should ever do that?
Never. You should never ever do that.
It's
No,
ridiculous.
Why should you convert and change your beliefs simply for a relationship? You should never.
Say if your eyes have been opened by your partner and introduced to something different, you think, wow, hold on a minute.
You didn't.
My eyes have been closed. I didn't know about that. I now believe in that. Are you saying that's wrong?
I think.
That's a very that's out there with it. So for me, that's not like
I think
one in a million. That someone's completely open your eyes and you go from Christian to Muslim.
But then, like, you're more likely to take a look at something at a deeper level if your partner is involved.
I agree with that. But to go from one religion and to say, you know what, my eyes have been opened, I am now a Muslim, that's a big change.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's wrong for you to do it for the sake of your relationship. That's what he was saying.
Well, in that case, I do agree. I think no one should go into a religion without fully believing in the religion. I get that. Listen, let me take it to the streams. Shema said, I don't think it will work long term if the other person has no interest or attachment to your belief or lifestyle. Your partner needs to value and respect your way of life and beliefs as you should theirs. All right?
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
No? Talk to me. Why?
I don't know, because like I said, my uncle, he values my aunt, loves my aunt, but doesn't necessarily have a huge interest in that religion. He doesn't really participate in any way, shape or form. So I don't really, and they've been married for God how many years?
So what do you think in their relationship makes it work? Because obviously there's something.
His commitment to her. That's what makes it work. His commitment to her, which is basically whatever you do, I'm going to follow you.
So what about his own personal?
But he's not following her. He's not following her. He's supporting her.
He's supporting her.
So what, by allowing her to go to church and not saying nothing, he's supportive.
That's supportive. Because what he's not shutting down her ideas. He's not shutting down her ideas. He's allowing her to venture out there and be religious. He's not making it a problem for her.
All right.
He just happened to have a free house.
No.
Shout out to Uncle on that one, yeah. Free house.
My mum wants to watch the ball, you know.
Man said he's got a free out on Sundays, yeah?
Listen, let me just take it to the strings quickly. Lydia has actually said, if someone loves you, they would never make you convert because that's ultimately changing somebody. So
Completely agree with that.
I'm trying to get the right aspect.
No, but there are people that convert. It's all about how much time and effort and belief you put into it. There are people that convert and say, okay, now I'm a Muslim, but they're not doing shit. Like, they're just carrying on in their same lives, but they might not be embracing it like their partner is. All it is now they're saying they're Muslim as well. Okay, they might go to the mosque. Like,
They're not Muslim.
That's not half-heartedly. For me, I don't agree with that.
People saying they've converted doesn't necessarily mean that your whole lifestyle.
No, if you convert, I don't subscribe to the half-hearted religious person in it. The person that goes to church on a Sunday, smokes weed on a Monday, I don't convert to that shit. Yeah? You're either religious or you are not. Yeah. For those of you who are doing that, you're talking Billy Bull with it. You're not real. You're not real.
How are you? They're not real.
Because you're bullshitting that. You can't be half-hearted. You can't have one foot in, one foot out of the grave.
Of course, God has to forgive your sins.
What? So I sin every fucking Monday, but I go to church on Sunday.
That's the rule of Catholic Church. Go there,
I'm not on that. I'm not on that. I don't.
But that's you. You're not on that. But what I'm saying is,
You can't
who are
judge
you? Who are you to say?
I'm nobody. But at the end of the day, Darren, you cannot tell me you are religious, yeah? Be telling you you're committed to God for Muslims or whatever you're committed to, and then on Monday you're back to normal. That doesn't work.
Bro, if you read the Bible or the Quran or whatever you want to read, yeah.
Forgiveness, man.
Do you know that the biggest stars, I say stars like they're actors, but the biggest stars of the Bible and the Quran or whatever were those who were who sinned the most. Do you know what I mean? So who are you to say
You can't sin knowing you're gonna sin, fam. You can't go in the church. Listen. You cannot go in the church on a Sunday. Know when you get up on Monday morning, you're about this life.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.